Hey guys, it's Lisa. Welcome to Banning, Panning and Beyond and the final installment of my current haul series. So this is something that I almost didn't buy, caved in the Black Friday sales, and and then almost it didn't get through because their website was really struggling to process the traffic, I'm guessing. So it is the multichrome palette from Lethal Cosmetics. So I'm just going to, I've got the shadows sitting here. Unfortunately, when I bought it, these shadows came outside the palette. So this is the palette that they send you to pop them in. So there you go. And obviously their palettes are all customizable, and I absolutely love the fact that they have the pinholes in the back. So it makes for very, very easy removal. And I went on their website and I tried to work out from the photos what shades went where, but it doesn't really matter, right? So it's more the fact that I think what is the hardest thing is because once they're in the in that palette, then you don't know what the shade name is because it's on the back of the pan. So they probably I think because I bought it as a bundle, they could have put something maybe on the back or just sold it as a proper palette so that it had the shade names on there, but these will probably end up in a big magnetic palette anyway at some stage, but temporarily I'm going to leave them in this one. Like I said, they're very easily removed. So the very first shade that I have here, and I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, is Ceres or Ceres, Ceres, and I will give that a quick swatch and then I'm going to pop it in the palette. So unfortunately my lighting is not that great today. I've got my ring light on and I have a bit of staining from previous videos, but yeah, it's I just realized in one of my previous videos I said I was going to turn the ring light off, then I forgot. But anyway, so yeah, unfortunately it's just not going to show the shift. I know sometimes moving your arm away helps, but yeah, I can definitely see, like, it's not going to work, but I can see a purple in there, and yeah, that is, I guess, more of a yellow. So we'll have to wait and see when I use it on my eyes. All right, so this one is called Parallax. Now, it was expensive, this palette, and I did think about maybe just getting a couple. Oops, almost dropped it. A couple out of it, and then I couldn't decide, typical Liverin, so I just went ahead and got the entire options. So you can see that's going more into an like a pale orange, and I can see green on my finger. Unfortunately you can't. And all right, the last one that I'm putting in the top row is called Genesis. So you can see purple, I can see teal. So let's give that one a swatch, and then I can see blue. So you can see, I actually can see the shift a little bit on that one. All right, there we go. And that is another shade that once again reminds me of Baubles from the Glaminatrix palette. So where is it? Here we go. Let's give that one a swatch and see. I'm just going to swatch it above it and see whether or not it is in fact. Oh, look at that. That just, they blend in and they look like they're perfectly the same, except that you're seeing more of a blue shift on the Lethal Cosmetics one. Yeah, honestly, to me, they just look identical. So, oh wow. Okay. Alrighty, so the next row got a shade called Proxima. So looking very pink there. So definitely a lot more pink than what that one was. So it's more of a paler pink with the blue shift in it. And then I'll pop that in the palette. This one looks very, very interesting. It's called Retrograde. So you can see it looks very green there. When I'm looking at it, it looks purple. All right, so green. Can we see any purple? Not really. Sorry, that's a stain. There you go, look at that. So it's looking a lot more green there. You can see some of the shift happening at the bottom there. So, but still not the color that I'm seeing. So these are quite soft as I'm popping them into the palette. I am getting a little bit of kick up, so have to be careful. I'm very grateful that they arrived undamaged. So now the next shade and the last one, I don't know what this stands for, but it's FRB. That was not what I was expecting whatsoever. I'm looking at it and I can see it's more like a pea green, and then you hold it up and you've got that orange happening. So it's got maybe a bit of a, yeah, so it's like a golden shade. So there we go. All very pretty so far. Now this one is definitely, this looks like dark green to me. Let's see what happens. I bet you it's going to be purple. No, there you go. So it's a lighter green. Yeah, but I'm seeing like a forest green pretty much. So, and this one, yeah, is called Nebula. That is there. That is really stunning. All right, let's get it next to that pink stain there. There we go. Beautiful. These are swatching so smooth. Very excited to try them on my eyes. Who knows when that will be though, right? My videos are very few and far between these days, even though like today, I'm trying to get multiple videos pumped out and then space them out. So it doesn't seem so bad. Now, this one, if I had to have bought individual ones, this would have been one of the ones that I definitely would have gotten. It's called Event Horizon. So I'm looking like a burgundy there. I'm seeing copper when I look at it. So let's have a look and see. Yeah, can you see the copper as I'm turning? So you've got the burgundy sort of reddish color into that dark. And then let's have a look here. So yeah, that one seems to be slightly shifting. Let me squinting into the camera. So, but that, yeah, definitely would have been such a shame. Like I'm just looking at it, I'm going to show you, and then it's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. So anyway, last shade. And what I'll do is I'll pop up on the screen photo of the palette from their website. This is definitely another one that I would have gotten if I had been buying individual singles. And this is called Dark Matter. So it's looking quite black there, but it's actually got more of a red when I'm looking at it, like a really dark red. So this would be such an intense shade to put on. And I think some of the like multichrome liners would probably look quite good over this because it's so dark. So yeah, well, there you go. So it's definitely looking black there. So hopefully the swatches or a photo of the palette will definitely show some other colors from that. But it's quite a varied palette. Definitely something there for everybody's taste. So let me know in the comments whether or not you ended up picking this palette up. So I'm not done yet though. So I ended up looking, I don't know why, but I ended up being attracted to some of the blue shades on there. And yeah, got a few singles from Lethal already, but not really any blue ones. So this one is called Insomnia. It's just a blue matte. It's kind of like a petrol blue, I guess. I'm getting the unfortunately the embossing. I remembered the word. Yeah, I'm rubbing it off, but so let's see how well this swatches as a matte. So swatching a little bit patchy, but I know I have no issues with the way these actually perform on the eyes. So you can see that it's got that sort of greyish blue to it. And then the next blue I got is called Deceit. So that's it compared to the other one. So a little bit darker. Probably doesn't look like quite as different on camera as what it does in real life. So you can see that it's going darker again. It's a shame these aren't swatching real well, but you see it's got that more of a denim-y sort of blue. This one is going more into the turquoise. It's called Equilibrium and it is a metallic. So it's, yeah, no, not really a teal, but we'll see how well this one swatches. So that's it on the finger there, so you can see how metallic that is, and get that in on the end there. So not looking quite as metallic on the arm once it's swatched out, but an absolutely beautiful shade of blue. And then this is another metallic here, and it is called Stargaze. I'm going to have to clean my fingers off. So definitely picky with what blues that I wear, and slowly choosing to add ones to my collection. So that's it there. It's almost got like a purple to it. There we go. Great swatch. But yeah, so that's the 4 blues that I decided to get on top of the multichrome palette. And there is one thing left that I ordered. I've been wanting to try their gel liners for quite a while. Other than shipping, if you don't consider that or factor it in, a lot cheaper than the Melt gel liners. Now I went for the shade, it's called Input. I haven't opened it up yet, so I know that you're supposed to make sure you leave this on and keep the lid on nice and tight so you've got your seal there. And yeah, that's the shade that I got, so beautiful burnt orange. So be keen to test that out. So yeah, and that is the end of my Lethal haul and everything else that I have hauled recently that has come in. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a great Christmas if I don't get back on here between now and then. And yeah, I may see you before the end of the new year. If not, I hope everyone has a great holiday season, and I will see you all in 2022. So bye.